Hello, 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 hello! How you guys doing? Hi! Let's get going with this game. Yes, still working. Okay, I go there. All I remember is... Oh, okay. We briefly had not responding. I was gonna cry if the game crashed. Hi, Zara! How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Had a chill day today. Is it this? Came back from your vacation. I hope it was good. I don't remember which buttons do what. Okay, so I believe we need to head this way and defeat the bitch.
I can do this.
My turn.
Okay, so that's that button. There. Guess I can stop by all of those on the way. This fucking treasure-seeking thing is great.
The Transcontinental Railroad, huh? Guess that'll take you out of the country.
Yeah, if you keep on heading east, you'd eventually reach Gorelia Fortress.
Continue traveling south from here, we will eventually reach Bearhard. Pretty far out of our study area, though. We should turn back. Rude. What if I don't want to turn back? Yeah, I got stuck.
He snuck up on us.
Food. Bitches. Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Go! There!
It's my turn. Hang in there.
You have my thanks. Thanks.
Ooh, that does a lot of stuff. Analyzes an enemy, don't care. Boost defense, I'll need that later.
Good night. My turn.
Here we go!
Easily overpowered.
Okay, safe for now.
so we need to go up there, but we can at least come over here real quick. Oh, bitch.
Oh no! They caught us off guard!
Why are you faster than me?
Go!
It's my turn!
My turn. Right. Huh?
My turn! That's that. Let's keep moving.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Yeah, treasure chest. We're rich. To go up here. Yep, that sure is a dinosaur. Aw, so but I can get it up on it. Is that the monster we're looking for? Certainly seems to be. It looks pretty tough. What should we do? We don't really have a choice, do we? We have to kill it. It's causing problems for the farmers. Everyone double check your equipment. We need to be prepared for whatever this thing might throw at us. Understood. Right. No, this...
Be careful, this one
Okay,
looks strong!
I didn't even get a chance.
It's my turn!
He's gonna go right out with the S-brake. Worth it.
Radiant blade dance.
Oh, that's a
I can
decent
do this.
chunk. Okay, so you do 50% burn, petrify 20, burn 30, blind.
Turn to flames! Burn!
Here we go!
Delay? Let's motivate. Burn and faint.
There!
And then hopefully we can put this bitch to sleep.
Good night.
Yes!
My turn! There!
I can do this. Turn to flames! Burn!
I still don't
Now!
fully know what linking does, but it's obviously that. Does it?
My turn.
Still don't know how it works, I should say.
Good night. My turn.
Okay, you can't do any of your crafts. What about your arts? Burn. Yeah, we burn. We burn the bitch.
Here we go! There! Go!
Ooh, a crit!
I've got you!
Hut.
I can do this.
So we got burn, petrify, or blind. We'll go blind because it has a higher percentage.
Arcus activate. Ha!
My turn.
Can I put you to sleep again?
Here we go! that's the
Doesn't
power of
matter.
the
I didn't even give him a chance to attack. We're just so strong.
I did it!
Not bad.
Earth Cleaver. Movement lowered to 50. Lowered by 50. Nice, nice. That takes care of that. I don't know how we did it, but we won. It would have been even tougher if not for the power of our combat links. I hate to admit it, but Arcus does seem to have a lot of potential. You hate to admit it? Why? Never mind that. We should go tell the people at the farm that we took care of the monster they reported. Oh yeah. I hope they're pleased. Something wrong, Laura? No, it's nothing. Let's go. Okay. Isn't it great? We did everything in one day. We got all the chests in this area, yes. I do wish the turbo mode was just a little slower. It's too zoomy. I can barely keep track of what I'm doing. Oh, I assume you've taken care of that monster. That's correct. Thank goodness. Thank you so much. Now we can finally begin harvesting again. I'll have to let the family know right away. You're welcome. I found myself surprised at how close this area is to Seldic, however. Wouldn't it have been much quicker to make requests to the provincial army instead? Well, it's admittedly close, but this area and Seldic as a whole really is on the very outskirts of the Cruzan province. As such, the provincial army isn't very interested in aiding us. Ah. Yeah, that's not too hard to believe, considering their attitude earlier. That certainly doesn't sit well with me. Probably shouldn't say any more on the matter. However, I do still owe you all your reward for this. Please take these. Fresh eggs, strawberries, honey, salt. It's really generous. Can we really have this much? Why, of course. We've got enough to last us here as it is. After all your help, it's the least I can do. Hope you enjoy them. These look great, thank you. You don't get much fresher than this. I'm looking forward to digging in. We are never gonna cook in this game, I bet. Knowing me, we're gonna cook maybe once and then never again. All this food's gonna rot in our pockets. I'm rather envious that you have such an opportunity, such delicious food every day. That's one benefit of being a farmer. Unfortunately, though, that's not all good. Things have been getting tougher lately, seeing how goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. Huh, I wasn't aware of that. Importing's become a much easier task now thanks to the transcontinental railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more goods can now be legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I've noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't be wasting your time with all of this. Regardless, you all have my thanks for today. Now we can move on to harvesting without worries. Allow us to thank you, too. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up. Completed! Whew, guess it does it all for the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Same. I don't venture out to the highways very often. Two views sure seem okay, though. Well, my hometown's in the countryside, too, so I'm kind of used to this. With all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However... What is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now, should we not? Yeah, let's. I'm guessing Instructor Sarah's still there. We can give her a report and also ask her a bit more of the purpose behind these field studies. That would definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright then, let's head back to town. How about no? How about I go to the other highway and double check if I've missed any treasure. What are you nervous about? Quit it already! Hurry up and give me my notebook back! I'm not being beaten by some city kid. Come get it if you can, dummy. Okay, so we just have a bully. Fuck. Don't give crap. The one paid. Oh, she's drunk out of her mind. She's so drunk. What's going on? Sounds like something's happening over at the market. There appears to be some manner of dispute occurring. Wonder what's up. Should we go take a look? Yeah, let's go and see. We'll do that after we double check the other. Fuck you! I have to go to the market. Oh, it's not Sarah being drunk. Don't give me that crap. This is my spot. I paid for it, so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I've even got the permit for it, so stop lying to me and Vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way. There seems to be some question over which of these two, gentlemen gets control of this area to set up his stall. The young merchant over there is a local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming the same spot. How odd. Permits for the market are issued by the province's ruling lord. Oh, so for Seldic that would be... Ah. This isn't good. We must stop them. Who are you? Unhand me at once. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but violence isn't gonna solve anything. That stall's big enough for the both of them. You both need to calm yourselves. You've been worked into a rage. Ugh. Ugh. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids and your dog, too. We're having a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you not to interfere. Since when has grabbing a person by the neck been considered mature? If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults. Imagine being a grown-ass adult being scolded by high schoolers to act mature. That's when you know you fucked up. What did you say to me? We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study. And while we're not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. A military academy? So they're a bunch of soldiers in training. What in Idio's name is happening here? Oh, now look what you've done. Manager Otto. I've been filled in on what happened. I understand both of you have a permit for the same stall, is that correct? Yeah. Both permits expired at the same time, too. What's the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting over here is greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter in private, but I'll need to ask you both to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. So man the fuck up, you two! Okay. I guess. Well, that was a close one. Seems like everything's gonna be fine now, though. I highly doubt that, Alyssa. Yeah, I guess he's the guy in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation. Though I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I've heard so much about. Oh? How do you know about Class 7? My name's Otto. I'm the manager of Keldik's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you. If you'd be so kind to come along, I'll treat you to some tea. He's a nice old man. I might have called him sketchier last time. I don't remember which old man that was. So we figured out what's gonna happen. Rich guy got the stall he wanted. Because of course. Money solves everything. So, you were responsible for choosing our assignments? Indeed. Principal Van Dyck is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful to you for taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have wound up getting hurt. I'm just glad we got there when we did. So both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market? That's right. Both their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Well, man the fuck up and share the space. Eventually they agreed to a compromise where they would make use of the front stall on alternate weeks. The other stall will be reserved as near the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will likely see far lower sales numbers. That's better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find the whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true, it's the lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle the local economy, could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke? The Cruzan province is ruled by Duke Alvaria, one of the four most powerful nobles in the entire country. But lately, the situation behind the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. Complicated? A few months ago, he increased the sales tasks for our market rather significantly. With a larger percent of their profits being taken from them, merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown how damaging such actions can be. I never heard of anything like this happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course, I've even gone to Berhard numerous times to petition the Duke personally. They always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 years now. If that's the case, the mix-up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they might be careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions, but I'll say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, Provincial Army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. So mediating arguments which threaten the status quo should immediately fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. Seems that unless we accept the sales tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse even has made comments suggesting as such. I am so bad at reading. It's not right at all. So what we gotta do is go to this Duke and fucking sucker punch him, right? Right? Maybe we gotta go there with our guns? I think that's what we gotta do. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to be focused on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then? That's right. I got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least I hope you are. And don't worry, we are. We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. Where the fuck are we? That was probably the inn, maybe? I don't know. That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control, and as long as that remains the case, it's not really much of a general populace can do against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about... Oh, sorry about that. I've heard many rumors about the head of House Alberea. The current head is Eustace's dad, right? So couldn't we ask Eustace for some help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among nobility, decisions are made by the head of the house are absolute. And since Alberea's represents one of the 4 great houses, the old tradition is guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the 4 great houses. I guess that's a no then. I say you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent, excellent. Instructor Sarah? I'm surprised she's not drunk. What brings you here? I figure it's about time for me to get going. Group B's not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to sort of help them. What? You're gonna see Group B? Now? Town of Parma is a considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. You 4 are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyways, right? Put your heads together and think. I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. We need to go to the Duke, fuck up Eustace's dad, and save the town. Ideals be with you. I didn't read that last part. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she read minds or something? I'd suggest we return to our room and rest for the night in any case. We still have our reports to write and an early dinner seems wise. But I don't want to go get dinner yet. I want to go to the other highway. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? I need to go left. Will you let me? Will you let me? Will you let me? Fuck! Getting late, we should head back to the inn. Rude! I can't stay outside if I wanted to. They won't let me.
Ah, that was delicious.
Finally, some voice acting. This game needs more voice
Those are
acting.
some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
So inconsistent with what's voiced and not. I hate it.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were.
Very true.
I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not.
One little detail I do like about this game is that the speech bubbles, the little arrow pointing to the character's head, actually shifts on the bubble. Just very nice detail.
If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling at Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or, rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Ooh. Well, let me guess, it's like an older sister or something.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day.
It's gotta be her, like, super cool older sister.
What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then.
Oh?
See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Ooh. Very vague answer.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery?
Hello, yep, more the JRPG. We need to, very much hurt a Duke for fucking over his town, but I don't know if the game will let us yet.
It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist.
But we're just gossiping over tea at the moment.
You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
So you want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. Those are huge mugs, right? Things... Granted, it's a fucking older game, so it makes sense. Things are so oversized. We really appreciate it. Not a problem at all. Have a good night. Good night. The game forced me to end the day.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
Why the fuck was that last bit not voiced? This game's so inconsistent.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
No sleep. Nope. Sleep isn't real.
Reen?
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering.
What question?
Why have you chosen to hold back?
Huh?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Ka-Fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it.
I guess we're getting a bit of Reen's backstory
I didn't
finally.
think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arcade School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Ooh.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-Fai for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
Rip.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest. I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the 8 Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations.
We're gonna go past his limit. Easily.
Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit.
Just throw some rocks with a limit breaker written on them.
Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
Honestly, that seems like something that would happen in this game. Definitely could see that happening.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Yep, the classic tsundere.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he?
Yeah, they have a lot of silliness, especially ones like this that are pretty old.
You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
I haven't played very many JRPGs, so they're still really fun. Oh, you probably play Baldur's Gate 3. I've heard it's...
Ooh, you're moving
Is
up
it
in the
out
world.
already? Or almost out, I forget.
a little
But I've
reward here
heard,
for you.
but I know people are very hyped for it.
Keep up the good work.
It's out tomorrow. Ah, okay. Yeah, so many people are very hyped for it. Even my dad is. It's not really my kind of game, though. Here are your tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. Can't rationalize $60 when you don't play games anymore. Understandable. West Seldick Highway Monster. Found a wallet in the front of your stall. Ceramic stall. Okay, I can do those. Those are easy. Easy peasy. Huh. Even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work to do because you know we're going back to Trista today. Sounds about right. He's a very considerate man. Last train headed your way leaves around 9 tonight. You get those done quickly enough, you can have dinner before you leave. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then? Sounds good. Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Optional's not in our vocabulary. We're doing them all. Hey Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. Reen? As I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It's not something which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I want to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Kafai, to the school I follow, and the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons I feel it's inappropriate of me to say what I said, so I'm sorry. Hi Rune! How you doing? How you doing? What you up to? If that's the case, then there's no other person you should be apologizing. Oh, there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well. Huh? I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with the pride of him or herself. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out! My dad's really excited for that one. Probably my brother. My brother's likely excited too, although I don't think he's gonna get it yet. He doesn't have much free time anymore. Regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride with him or with her or himself, though if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that's an act of shame of which you owe yourself recompense. 12 hours? Oh, so like first thing in the morning. Let me ask you a question, Reen. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's a part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. The release date's broken, it says 2020! Really? Hold on. I gotta see that. I gotta see that. Fuck. I keep losing my mouse. Oh, that's the early access. Oh. Still, I want to see that. Wait a minute. This is release date October 6, 2020. Let me see. It really says that. Wow. That's kind of funny. I don't think early access... It might have. I know it's been in development for a long time. Laura. So you two are friends again then? Huh? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Yeah, early... Oh, that's interesting. Didn't realize it was such a long early access. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. You're both so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. Oh, well, you did what now? Seems we've caused you undue concern. Jeez, can we all forget about this and move on? Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you all looking a bit less gloomy. So it is technically accurate. That is true. Although I feel like with the actual game's release, they should, like, update it. Margot, we've got trouble. Big, big trouble. Slow down, Louise. It's first thing in the morning. You're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyways? You're late. It should probably be updated. It really should. It probably will once it fully comes out, I assume? Maybe? Can't wait for it. I hope you have fun with it. Where have you been anyways? You're late. I'm sorry, I got caught up on the way here. Never mind that. We have big, big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? What terrible thing has happened exactly? Well, sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over the market were destroyed and all their merchandise was stolen. It's the bitches from yesterday, and they sabotaged each other's stuff. I'm calling it. That front and the back stall. An absolute blast in the early access. Ooh, that's good! A robbery? Oh my. So that means the market might be open and late today. Which means you can end up with more customers as people wait for a resolution. Louise, get this place ready. You got it. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about, after all. Of course. We'll be back later. Thanks again. How many cutscenes? What should we do? I have to admit I'm curious. It's not far, so we might as well go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. Oh, fuck the market, we got music! How sorrowful, one peaceful hearts have now turned wild. Worry not, for I shall find their lost fragments of love. Feel free to fall for me, for it's only natural. Beautiful. It's those bastards again, yep. I'm sorry, Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so, guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The two merchant whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You bastard! You're not gonna get away with this! Oh no, not them. Manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Reen? Maybe we could try talking to them? They're not gonna listen to us. They didn't listen to us yesterday. Considering everything that happened yesterday, you might be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. How dare you destroy my stall, you damned coward! I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? Just come clean, admit it already. Who you calling a coward, you Himaldrian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me like the bad guy here, you make me sick. Country folk like Mystic? Hey, I'm not country. I don't think I'm country. What do you say we settle this right here and now? Bring it on. Reen, why are you stopping the fight? We need to encourage it. Class 7? You kids again? Keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Whoa, they really are completely ruined. This is awful. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will be smashed. They will still be smashed, and you will be worse off. But anger isn't something going to go away unless I do something. You took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods. And you're going to give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall. Or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. Fight, 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 fight. In a real brawl, I think rich dude on the left would win. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What do we do? Stop this at once. The Provincial Army! What? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But I believe you're the one in charge here? I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see, Market Manager explained what happened. I see. Solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed, 2 sets of goods were stolen. Truth is as clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair, Do you not think it's premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The Provincial Army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you will be left alone. Continue and you come with us. The choice is yours. They're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened, to sweep this whole ordeal under the rug. Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. Very good then. I'm sure you can agree this is wasting your time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice before causing such a ruckus again. Now if you'll please excuse us, I'm a busy man and I have more pressing matters to attend to. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop those 2 from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. Which is capitalism. and dumbass rulers. We know this. It's a JRPG. We need to go to the Duke and knock him in the face. This isn't right. I see now how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the two of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have time to fight, try to use that for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah, shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. We can't open the Grand Market for business until we've cleaned up those busted stalls. We're already running late, so I hate to ask, would you mind lending me a hand? Market Manager Otto, with assistance from the merchants of the market, cleared away the remains of the two stalls. And with the help of Reed and the others on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day, albeit behind schedule. God, there's so much fucking reading. Thanks to you four, we were able to open the Grand Market for business today a bit quicker than expected. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. A merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into a blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problem facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution. I hate that word. Can never read it right the first time. Quite right. It's clearer than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Still, you'd think they'd at least be a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way those two merchants are going to accept this and move on. No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done. I'm just not sure what. Something wrong, Reem? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant's stalls ourselves? That's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You're students, you have your own studies to worry about, and I don't feel right, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on us all. Well, that's true enough, I guess. Do you really think we're up for something like this? We don't have a say in this, Elliot. You know this. Hi, Kula. I'm sorry. You were checking the wrong place. But I hope you sleep well. I've missed you. I'll be on Twitch again potentially tomorrow with more art. Depending on how busy I end up being. Ideally, I want to go live tomorrow. You'll get it together soon enough. I believe in you. I believe in you. You're doing great. I kind of have to wonder about that too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with Instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks. You love your stream? It's just been busy. It's no worries. It happens. Life happens. You'll get busy. It's okay. She's already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what needs to do. what you need to do. Her words. Enjoy the game. I will. Love you. Sleep well. Seems exactly like the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me. Oh. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all. Yeah, you do make a good case. Life happens and then you end up in a cult. Yep, that happens. That's just a normal Tuesday night. I'm still not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I truly would appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our powers to find answers for you. So much reading. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under the cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. Anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyck in the eye anymore. We'll be careful. We promise. I know I will, at least. Probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. So first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they calm themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We'll need to keep a close eye on the time, though. We missed last train to Heimdallr. I still don't know how to fucking pronounce that. We'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too. I'd really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood. You bet. Right. Well, we need to go here. Get this optional one. Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie? That's correct. Does that make you the students from Thor's whose market manager said would be coming then? Yep, that's us. We came to see about the request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full? Of course, I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. I kept it with me in hopes they'd come pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like you all to... blah, blah. I'd like to ask you all for your help in delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? Of course, we'll do everything we can. We'd be happy to help. Thank you. Here's the wallet I found then. We'll be sure to take good care of it. Assume you've already inspected the contents? I did indeed. Fortunately, there wasn't anything inside that could help identify the owner. What exactly is inside anyways? Well, naturally there was mirror in it. Like, a lot of mirror. This isn't just chump change we're talking about. The only thing was a train ticket to Heimdallr. Yeah, I'm never gonna pronounce that right. It's scheduled for tonight. Sounds like the owner is a fairly well-off traveler then. There's not much we can do with that as our only lead, though. I believe the train ticket is our best lead. Yeah, but what should we do with it? Should we go and ask the station? Yeah, considering it's a train that leaves tonight, imagine the owners frantically searching for it. Which means they might have been to the station themselves to ask about it. Let's head over to the station then. I'm sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you for this. And to think I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Seldic Grand Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me. You! I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down. It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do business. So what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually... We're investigating the truth, yep. You're investigating? That's right, and we'd really appreciate if you could answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? You're students at a military academy. You're not exactly ace detectives. Well, we're your best bet at getting proved innocent. That is true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. We may even be able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So by morning, the stall had been destroyed and your goods stolen. Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me, actually. An accessory? This is a brand that's popular in the capital? Been a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to bring the fad here by selling them at the market. But this is the only one I have left now. I dread to think just how much money I lost in one single night. That damned coward sabotaging my business. It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns and sharing this spot with me. He decided he'd destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm gonna go get him. I'm gonna get him to give me my goods back no matter what it takes. Please try to stay calm. You do know that if you cause any more trouble, the provincial army will arrest you, right? Yeah, I know, but it's a matter of justice. I can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong, on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you we'll do everything we can. That much I can promise. I think that's everything this merchant knows. Let's try questioning the other. What the hell am I gonna do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but can we have a moment of your time? You're those kids from that military academy, right? What do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. Gonna work on some stuff? No worries. I'm gonna be in reading hell. Because barely anything in this game is voiced. I'm gonna lose my voice by the end of this game. And to top it all off, the provincial army and that other damned merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. Yup. Welcome back, Zero! There's so much fucking reading. And to top it all off, the provincial armies and the other damn merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? But here's the thing. Let's say this guy did do it. Yes, destroying his own stall and hiding his own stock could make it seem like a third party did it and potentially cover his tracks, but it doesn't make him purely innocent, so there's no point in doing it. Yes, visual novels have so much reading. It would make the most sense for the rich guy to do this. Destroy the local farmer's stuff so you don't have to share with him, and then destroy your own stuff to put the blame on him. That would be the smarter move than this guy doing that. Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, we're investigating, my dude. Tell us everything you know. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So, would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, as I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing left to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate. I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. So about last night, at the time the incident actually happened. Last night, huh? I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with the merchant yesterday. I didn't even come back till this morning. I stayed overnight at a friend's place, another merchant. Just got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, but what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. And if that weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell were just gone, without a trace. So the goods that were stolen were all processed foods. That's right, nuts, cheese, bacon, all foods that have a long shelf life made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. It was like I hadn't been drinking at all. That's when I went over to that fool's stall to make him pay for it. So a question. Obviously the other guy's stall's right at the front. Did you not notice his stall was also trashed? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he could have that spot all to himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why was his stall destroyed too? He must have done that to himself. He probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would believe he could be responsible. I know that's pretty unlikely. Seems a bit excessive. While I understand your frustration, baseless accusations do not do one any favors, and only clouded the true issue. Ugh. But it's so frustrating! I've lost so much money because of this, I might have to shut up shop for good. That is bad. If I could at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat. But what are the odds of that? None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything, and the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished, pure and simple. All the hard work I've put in getting this far, and this is how the dream ends for me. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you. But we'll do everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. So, cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck, though. That's all the two victims of the crime have to say, it seems. What does everybody think? I can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them's responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motivation to damage the other's stall, but the chance of them both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil. It's not impossible that they were just about to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclining to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened. So we're gonna have to look elsewhere to find viable suspects. Where though? I mean, who could it possibly have been? It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't. How are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues. We should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there's one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if I can work out the reasoning for their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding our culprit. Who do you mean? I'm talking about... the provincial army, most likely, because they're just being dicks. Yeah, the market manager's not doing anything weird, and the merchants aren't doing anything weird. The provincial army, they haven't done a thing to try and solve this crime, despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs to question, why not? The market manager said they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the provincial army should refuse to intervene in quarrels within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is, they brought that dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do anything, and then the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. See? We need to punch them in the face! My point exactly. There's definitely something unnatural about the way they're conducting themselves. And since we've no other leads, what do you say we look around the army's guardhouse and take a look around? We might be able to learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation. That may be worth an attempt. The guardhouse isn't too far from here either. Let's head over and see what we can find out. Well, too bad. We need to go... Okay, that's you. Guardhouse, we need to go straight ahead to the station. After entering the station, they asked about whether or not there had been any inquiries regarding lost property. Yes, there was an inquiry. Well, it seems to match the description we've received too. Can I ask when the inquiry was made? I believe it was this morning. A young lady came along in a panic, claiming that she was at complete loss without her wallet and its contents. From what I can tell, she seems to have been traveling alone too. I get why she'd be in a panic then. Did you see anything else that could lead us to her? She mentioned something about returning to the inn to do a thorough check, if I recall. It's the weathercock right down the street. Can't miss it. How convenient. We happen to be staying there ourselves. Okay, let's ask Margot. We'll ask her later. We need to go to the west. Fuck you. Can I go in the weathercock then? Yes, I can. Hey there, is there something the matter? Do you have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask you. Reen explained the situation to Margot and asked if anyone had come along looking for their wallet. Oh, you're looking for Annabelle. Bad timing though, she just left. That's unfortunate. But we have a name now at least, that makes life a lot easier. True, all that's left is to actually meet with her. She mentioned she'll be searching the rest area in the Grand Market next, so you'll want to head there. Make sure to return it to her, okay? We will, let's go. why did Margot and the train station dude not, like, tell us what she looks like? Oh yeah, it was a young lady with blonde hair. So we could run around town looking for her instead of being like, oh, young lady traveling alone, can't help you, she left. You sure don't look like a young lady. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to know if a young lady came searching for her wallet, would you? She was indeed here a few moments ago, but she's gone now. Do you know where she went then? Unfortunately not. She did mention something about having no choice but to rely on Idios now, though. Does that help you out at all? I think there's only one place that could be. Shall we make our way to the church? Seems our best bet for now. I don't like having to bounce all over the place. Found her. She's got pink hair. I like her. Oh, Idios, please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on, having lost all my mirror in a place like this? Looks like we found her. The tragic heroine act made it kind of obvious. Fortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Excuse me. Ah! And just who are all of you? Well, you can turn right around if you're planning to rob me. I no longer have any... Please calm down. We just want to ask you something. Are we correct in assuming that you're Annabelle? I am. Haha, thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize this wallet, would you? That's my wallet. Where'd you find it? Well, you see, we've been chasing you around town all morning. Thank you so much. I'm surprised to hear that a merchant from the Grand Market kept it safe from me, however. Kindness remains within people's hearts after all, it would seem. Looks that way, yeah. Regardless, I'm very grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount that you would like in return? You can take half of what's currently in there if you'd like. I don't think we can accept that. Your thanks are alone enough. I read that completely wrong, but oh well. I see. Well, how about this then? I purchased it as a souvenir at the Grand Market before the Great Wallet search began. A plush. I see no reason you can't accept that. In fact, I insist. I hope you find it useful. Thank you. We'll gratefully accept it then. You're very welcome. Thank you again for finding my wallet. So you managed to find the owner after all then? Thank goodness. I really can't thank you enough. I'm glad that we could be of help. Please excuse us then. Ah, so much fucking talking. I think I am ending off here. I am talking so much, I'm feeling like a bit lightheaded, which hasn't happened in a while. And I can feel my voice getting a little fucky. So we're gonna end here a tad early again. And we'll finish this off and get back to the school next time. Because, oh boy, too much talking in one sitting. So yes, we are gonna be ending stream here today, everybody. Then swap over to the ending screen. Yeah, get a little lightheaded from all the speaking. I hope you guys understand. Do I have this? Do I have this set up at least? I do, great. We'll just do the one command. Check me out on other social medias. There's all of the links. Got my Twitter, got my Discord, my art stuff, and yada yada. You can also get to my Twitch from there, which it's not on the schedule, so I don't know when I'm going to, but I should be streaming tomorrow. I need to stream tomorrow and churn out some art for Friday because I have a deadline because I'm an idiot and put off drawing for too long. But yes, tomorrow I will very, very likely be streaming some art over on Twitch. And then the next official stream will be back again over here on Friday, I believe. Oh no, it'll be Friday on Twitch with some Sophie. I switched it up. So yes, stream, probably doing art over on Twitch tomorrow, and as well as doing some Sophie tomorrow as well, on Friday as well. I can't speak anymore. I've used up all of my words for the day. Blah blah. But yes, thank you for chilling. Oh, I am so sorry, Lucas. Hello, welcome. I am ending stream right now. But I hope you had a good day. I was just speaking too much and I can't speak much longer. My voice is getting sore and I'm getting lightheaded. But yes, I hope you had a good day, good night, whatever the hell it is for you. Hopefully I get to catch you next time. But yeah, we're ending things off. I'll hopefully see you another time. Bye-bye.